I'm JP Gilmore. I'm with Integrity Wine. We're here at Osteria IL Centro and we're doing my favorite bottle. And my guest today is Ryan Wilhite. Ryan, can you tell me about any special moments or any special bottles of wine that you've had here at Il Centro?
We've had a lot. Il Centro is really our place to go if we have a special occasion, whether it's having friends in town. We make it a must to come up here with friends that have come in from out of town that don't live in Kansas City. Family, we've had some great family dinners here. We feel pretty bad. We feel like we've taken up the whole restaurant and run some people out of here because we get loud and boisterous. But, it's been a lot of fun to share time with family here. But we've had some great times here.
Ryan, can you tell me about any special moments or any special bottles of wine that you've had here at Il Centro?
There's been a lot, JP. But I'd have to tell you, I think probably one of the first bottles I remember coming in here and ordering and being surprised to even find it on the wine list was a 2002 Cliff Letty Poetry Cabernet Bordeaux blend. It was just a phenomenal bottle of wine. We fell in love with the winery when we've been out to Napa. To come back here and see a 2002 on a wine list at a extremely reasonable price was a huge thing for us, and so we had it, and I think we've actually probably bought every single bottle they've had of it since then. We've had Anderson Con Valley, some older vintages of that, which you just don't find sitting around. There's just been a lot of really great wines.
Ryan, I know you've traveled to wine country before. Maybe tell me about the last trip you had and if you had any special experiences there.
Yeah, so my wife and I like to go out there once or twice a year if we can get away. The last two times have had a really special meaning to us. We tried to go on our anniversary, and 2 years ago when we went on our anniversary, we went and visited a lady who owns a small vineyard, HL Vineyards. Her name's Jennifer Lamb. They produce Cabernet and Sauvignon Blanc, and they're most probably well known though for being part of Ann Colgan's Herb Lamb Cabernet. But they have this beautiful house that literally the vineyard is in their front yard. It outlooks towards Howell Mountain. And so we went there and visited with her, and she had this great spread. She's a big gardener, had a great spread for us of food, local cheeses and things like that to sample with the wine. And she had found out that it was our anniversary while we were there. And so we were just talking about that and had a great visit with her. Well, then fast forward a year later, and we went back to visit with Jennifer. And we were sitting on the deck after chatting for a little bit, and she goes inside and comes back out of the house, and she's got a bottle of sparkling wine. And she goes, I remember this was your guys' anniversary weekend. I've got this gift for you. So she had a bottle of sparkling wine, rosé, Pierre Morlaix rosé wine, and which was great because my wife is a sparkling fan, and so that really hit home with her. And so it was really nice that she had remembered a year later, after having all these visitors come through her house probably, that she remembered that it was our anniversary. So that meant a whole lot to us.
Ryan, if you could name one bottle of wine that you would have from here to eternity, what would that bottle be?
Yeah, so that's a tough question. I would have to say it would probably be Maibach Cabernet. It's a wine made by Thomas Rivers Brown, which I've had the privilege to get to know in my trips to Napa out there, and obviously I'm just a huge fan of all of his work, but I think Maibach is a wine that really exemplifies everything I love about Cabernet. It has a very, very inviting nose to it. It's a young winery, so there's not a whole lot of history there. It's only back to 2004. But the great thing about these wines is you can open them up, and for California Cabernet, you can drink them early, but they've got this phenomenal backbone that they're going to age really, really well. So that's what makes it really special, and I think if I had to be somewhere by myself from here to eternity, I would love to have a bottle of Maibach with me.
Ryan, where do you say we taste some wine?
Sounds good to me.
All right. Anderson's Con Valley Loge, 2007.
Fantastic.
All right.
Can't wait.
So, yeah, you said you liked older vintages.
Yeah.
So, not too old, but
yeah,
a couple years ago. So, and you've been to this winery?
I have not, but I have had the privilege of meeting the winery owner, Todd Anderson, and we both know what a character he is. Yeah.
Also known as the Todd.
Yeah, the Todd.
In wine circles.
Yeah, that's right.
So.
That's right. Has some personality to him. But makes darn good wine.
Yes, he does.
Can't beat it.
All right.
Yeah.
So, you drank a lot of Anderson Con over the years, or?
I have. They've got the Loge wine, which is a great blend, and then they've got the Cabernet, the Reserve Cabernet, which is phenomenal, especially for the price point. I think it's just can't beat it, and yeah, just really like what they're doing.
Yeah, this is fantastic. 2007, I think, was 98 points, Parker, maybe something like that.
Yeah, somewhere around there. Yeah.
Yeah, this is phenomenal.
I have had the privilege of tasting this one other time, and it is just as good now as it was then. So, fantastic bottle of wine.
Great. Ryan, what do you like best about Il Centro?
Yeah, so my wife and I had some friends here in town who brought us here for the first time. I think it was probably 7-8 years ago. We immediately walked in and saw the intimate setting and just fell in love with it. And then we, of course, had the food and fell in love with it even more. And ever since then, you know, it's just been our place to come. If we have to go to dinner and we want to take people or just us, you know, we just love the atmosphere here. We love the fact that we walk in and we feel like we're family. You know, over the years, we've gotten to know Brent and Bobby here, and those guys have just treated us so well over the years. And so when we come here and have dinner, we feel like we're having dinner with our family now, and that's a really neat thing for us.
Thanks for joining us at Osteria Il Centro for My Favorite Bottle.